of Joe is where you get your daily cup of Joe from a couple of Joes. I say daily, and I really mean weekly, because that's when the fucking episodes come out. But if you follow us on our social channels, that you'll notice that you can get your daily cup of Joe from those. Sometimes you only need a quick shot of Joe, you know? Sometimes you need the whole thing. But thank you and welcome again. If you're following us on Spotify or YouTube, know that you can see our shirts. And I didn't drink. That's bad. I'm not supposed to cheers and not drinking.
Gotta do it.
If you're not following us on those channels, please do. It helps us keep on continuing to bring you this fun and entertaining content. And if you don't, then we have to wrap all this shit up and never do it again. So, no, we have too much fun doing it. We'll probably do it even if there's nothing happening.
Yep, absolutely. One follower.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You know, that's weird about social media too. Because when we look at some of the numbers that we're doing right now, which we're doing good on some channels.
Yeah.
And you think of like 2.5K organically on YouTube, and you go, oh man, that's cool, but you know, we see millions and hundreds of millions. If 2.5K people were just sitting here watching us, that would be pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's why we have to do it just in front of a camera, because I can't speak in front of a camera. I never want to get too big that we have to start doing these live in front of shows.
We're going to have big ass lights. You want
I'm
to
just kidding, I really do.
You won't even see the crowd. We're also trying to get our channels up too, so we can go live on these channels, so that we can bring you guys some really cool stuff. We're thinking about, you know, watching sports, doing a simulcast with that.
Yeah.
Watching old shitty movies, reviewing those as we go. Bringing in more guests, of course. We love our guests. We're going to have plenty of my friends, Joey's friends, our mutual friends on the cast. I'm going to have a bartender from Walnut Creek come out. I think I'm going to call him a cocktologist. A cocktailier, maybe? Really,
just cock.
Yeah. Really cool guy. Has a million stories. So yeah, we're going to give you fun and interesting stuff like that. Also, probably going to bring in some remote people too.
Yep.
There's not too many times when me and Joey can't be in the same place at the same time, but sometimes we can't even too. So you might see a couple episodes where we're on Zoom in different places. And we're thinking about getting into some on location shit as well. So just doing some, you know, in a winery, in your place as well.
Yep.
Maybe if somebody wants us to interview them, we go out there to their spot or whatever. Just to kind of switch it up so you don't always see this blue background with these handsome gentlemen in front of them. All right, so we're going to talk about sports first, like we always do, but in a different way today. Because I, for the first time in 5 years, since my complete Achilles rupture on my right leg, went skiing.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that had been the
first time.
Okay.
The first time since. So it's actually been probably about 6 or 7 years, because it was about a year before my Achilles that I went skiing. Had a completely different setup. Like, I had to buy everything because I sold everything. I was like, I'll never do this sport again.
Right.
And I got to a point now where I think like I'm okay. I still play basketball like an idiot, and I work out enough to trust my leg again. I said, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go out. Went up with a couple of my boys who snowboard and one skis, and I took these things. Now these things are really weird, and I'll put a picture up so you can see what I look like with these on. But they're called ski boards. They're 99 centimeters, where most skis are like 160 for somebody my height.
Short spot?
These, they're short skis. They're called.
I was talking about you, not the
Oh,
skis.
yeah, I know. I was trying to fucking pivot.
I wasn't gonna let that get past.
All right, so they're different than skis for sure. They are much shorter, so you're much more agile. I think that people have never skied before could have a really good time learning on something like this.
Okay.
It's easier to cut a little bit. You do stand up a little bit more upright because you're in the middle of the skis, where in most cases the skis are much in front of you, and you have to kind of lean forward a lot. These you kind of stand up a little
Which is
bit more.
really good for your Achilles.
Yeah, it's perfect for it. Now, as I'm going down the slopes, first couple times, I've never used a short ski like this too, so I'm kind of getting used to that. It is a different way of skiing. And so, and also like a fucking idiot, the day before, I worked out with my trainer and did legs. And said to take it easy, but that's not what happened. And even if it was easy, it's probably just because I haven't worked legs in a while myself. And then go fucking skiing the next day. So on the first 2 runs, I'm like, fuck, my legs hurt. They hurt a lot. And then by like the 3rd or 4th, I'm like, okay, I'm warmed up. I'm good. Also, you know, I had probably smoked some weed and had a little bit of a drink by then. And I started noticing too that as I'm cutting left, as I'm cutting right, my edge isn't digging in as much as I'm cutting left. I'm thinking there's something wrong with the ski. Like, do I have my boot set up in the right place or something like that? And I realized, oh no, that's just my fucked up leg. I can't even feel the outside of my foot.
Oh shit.
I'm probably not just pushing it into the ground. And on the next turn, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not.
You wore just regular like ski boots with that, or
Yeah, regular ski boots with that one. Now there are a couple ones that you can get though that have snowboard bindings, which are cool because I fucking hate ski boots, and anybody that's ever been in a ski boot hates ski boots. They're incredibly hard. They're really on your shit.
Yeah.
So a snowboard boot is like a soft shell snowboard boot is super comfortable, like a regular boot. And you can put snowboard bindings on here, non-releasable still. And these have non-releasable bindings too, but these are like $160.
Did you wreck it up?
Not really. First run down on my first stop, as I was coming a little too hot, I kind of went backwards and had to put my hands on the ground. That is the only time I had during the day.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. And then, well, okay, there's 2. I was on the bottom of the hill, walking towards the lodge. And with these, you don't have poles, right? So there's no really way, you kind of have to skate. And I was skating along, I think I'm in a pretty good groove, and I just start to feel the lactic acid in my fucking thighs. And I'm like, and my form gets bad, and I just clip my other ski, and I fall down very slowly.
I hope we're able to pair this with a video of someone coming from the lodge.
I wish we could get the fucking camera video. And then, but realized really quickly that if I had fallen pretty fast, knees could be fucked with these.
Yeah.
Because my foot was immediately like twisted around, like, oh, okay, yeah, if that was going fast, it would hurt. So I was pretty cautious most of the day, but I got faster towards the end. My ankle held up a little bit. Like I'm feeling shit right now that I usually don't feel in places, which I think is good. Like I got to work out in a way that I don't usually work that shit out. So
yeah, it's a good test.
Yeah. So that's my sport. What sport did you play this week, bitch?
I watched some shit.
Me and Joey have been talking about going airsofting for a while. If you don't know, I airsoft. We're actually going tomorrow morning. Hopefully Joey can make it. He has some other commitments. We're supposed to go tonight. And we're trying to film some of this content for you too. So hopefully we can cut in some small things like that. I know it's not typical of a traditional podcast to do shit like that, but we're not the traditional podcast. We're a couple of Joes, okay? And we get shit done and we do shit right. So you're going to be seeing some stuff in the field of us.
Yep.
Going out to different places, picking up girls.
And I'm in the doghouse.
No, I'm the only single one here.
This is the last episode.
It was a good run. It was a good run, guys.
Let's give me the single cup of joes. The next one.
Well, just think about this. It'll all be filmed, so there's no he said, she said. You'll see exactly how Joy's being a sweet little angel.
That's right. As always.
As always. Never did anything wrong in his life, I don't think.
Not once.
But speaking of sports too, I don't know if we talked about this on this podcast, but I like to play basketball. You play basketball a little bit. Your sport in high school was football.
Yeah, I love football. Basketball was the thing when I was little.
Yeah.
So I was always really good. But,
yeah. You're the fucking center or the power forward on every team.
But yeah.
Talk about your high school football career. Like what was it? What'd you do? How'd you do? What's your stats?
Terrible.
Are these can we verify these? Are these you can look them up?
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
We were just a running school, so we just
okay.
We played in like the country, like
in the country.
In the country. It was kind of cool though, because so the field is
where was this again? Where is this?
Up in Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the field is lower than the driving area, so like the parking lot is all above.
Yeah.
Now it's a real small town up there, like it's a big fucking deal for high school football games.
Yeah.
So people come in, it's pretty cool. You go in and you park and you back your truck in.
And you can just tailgate down and
people
watch the
legit
game?
tailgated,
Nice.
watch the game like in this dome or like bowl area essentially, and you score a touchdown. Horns, lights, alarms,
nice.
everything going off. So it was a really, really fucking cool atmosphere to play in.
How many games do you start?
Handful because I transferred. Transferred.
Yeah,
so
you
that was kind of
mid-year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started a handful of games.
Yeah.
You would consider yourself a serviceable quarterback, right?
Yeah.
A system guy.
Yeah, system guy.
A game manager.
That's kind of the issue. Like, so I didn't hit like my athletic peak until after high school.
Okay.
I wasn't very fast in high school, and now I think I'm pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. When he times himself, he does a 4.2.
4.210.
It sounds real when you throw that extra numbers in. Did you see that shit where Cat Williams said he could run a fucking 4.44 or some shit like that?
Wait, what?
Cat Williams said he could run a 4.40.
Yeah.
And they showed
me too.
They showed the tape of him doing it, and this motherfucker does not look like he's never run in his life. I mean, there's parts moving on him, like he's moving pretty quickly, but I don't know what the fuck. And then the guy shows the thing and says 4.4. Like, yeah, but it wasn't in the frame when he ran across the line. Fucking just stopped it. Man.
Oh.
We live in that era though, right? If it's not on film, it didn't happen.
Exactly.
Why are all these NBA players scoring so many fucking points in a game right now as well? Has defense just gone to complete shit, or what are we doing?
That's a good question because I mean, I don't think it started all year. Like it just happened in the last 3 months. Like putting up 60 isn't even a big of a deal anymore.
It's fucking crazy. We've had 4 people do it already this year.
Yeah.
And 1 person get almost fucking 70, right?
Yeah.
Or no, 2 people get 70.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We thought it was crazy when Kobe got 81.
Right.
Which
that's gonna get beat. 81's gonna get
81's gonna get beat for sure. Well, I guess we'll already beat it, but again, that's not a
allegedly.
Allegedly, he's holding a thing that says 100. And speaking of Kobe and his 81-point game, just unveiled his statue.
Yep.
That's gonna go outside of Staples, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it is from that game. The pose is him at the end of the game, pointing up to the sky at himself now. That's kind of cool. And he has the fucking wrap on his finger too. From the
I remember those things, yeah.
Fuck do you shoot with that? That's crazy.
Yeah. He loved it. Those were a thing for a minute.
They were. Didn't he drop 62 in his last fucking game ever in the NBA? Who does that shit?
Yeah, it was a cheap 62.
Yeah, it was. But it was to win the game too. Like they needed all those fucking points.
It's kind of what I want to see. Yeah, I want him to do it differently. But in Curry's last game, he's professional. Just let him jack those.
Yeah.
Just let him put up 30, 40.
43, see if he can actually score.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah. Guard him 5 feet back.
Yeah, we've seen what he does in All-Star games. Just fucking shoot it from half court like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
And his last game. I know we talked about it on the last pod that we did, but that game that he had for fucking 11 for 16.
Mm.
I think it is somewhat of the rules. You know, there's no hand checking. Things have been soft for a while. Everybody plays with space now. Everybody has a fucking center that can shoot a 3.
Right.
And so you're just seeing a lot of lanes open, and cats can shoot now, man. There's advanced techniques for training now that have never been available, like shot tracking and ball tracking, where they can track the motion of your ball and make adjustments on crazy shit. Curry even does crazy shit in his workouts, the tennis balls and fucking lights and different kind of shit just to do what he does. So it has a little bit to do with that, I think.
The stats and like the training that is available out there is crazy. Like baseball specifically has gotten really big into the metrics of your swing, like exit below and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, one of my buddies that I coach with, he's got his son on a swing tracker already, and he's 6 years old, and he's doing it. And it's like, damn, like I don't want to pay that much money for that. But
hey, can I borrow yours?
Yeah, exactly.
We're at the same practice. Yeah, shit like that's cool though. And as AI advances more too, like there's a cool thing that I tried just with taking Steph Curry's shot and training. There's this really cool thing you can do in Google. It's called trainable computer. You can go on and you can give it a bunch of different things that you want it to look at and train on, and then it should be able to identify those. And you can do it with video too.
Interesting.
So I did it with Steph Curry's shot, right? Trained it on his shot, how he shoots. Let it see if it goes in or if it doesn't. Then I took some video of me shooting. How can I improve my shot?
Oh shit.
Well, your ball is a little bit lit though. I mean, it's only based on Steph's shot, maybe not mine on, anatomy or whatever, but it helped me.
That's
like,
awesome.
It's like your thumb is too far in the back of the ball. Usually Steph is off of it about midway up. And I was like, holy shit.
That's crazy. I didn't know that was out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about turning it into an app, so it's already fucking trademarked right now. Intellectual property, whenever this fucking podcast comes out. So don't try it.
Still ain't a little bit.
Yeah, that's crazy shit now. Okay, so a little bit more about Kobe's statue. Did you see Vanessa Bryant's little speech that she did kind of before it?
A little bit of it.
I only really saw one clip too. It was where she's talking about how Kobe picked the pose.
Yeah. I heard that there's gonna be 3 statues. Is that correct?
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it's one of 3 right now.
Is he gonna be an 8 and a 24?
I would hope so.
Yeah, why not?
I saw one rendering of one. I don't know if it was real or not, but it was him and his signature fadeaway.
Yeah, he has to.
And on one side of it, he's wearing 8, and on the back he's wearing 24, dope. Which would be really cool.
That's fucking dope. Yeah, that'd be cool.
But the one that I really want them to do, I don't know. But the one after they won a championship,
furthest fucking thing from a Lakers fan,
with his arms out, looking into the crowd, I think that would be
that one's dope.
That would be really cool.
Oh, you just were talking about one that you showed me, right?
Yeah, fucking it just happened like a couple hours ago.
Oh, a couple hours ago from now?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Like breaking news.
What? Freeway.
75. I don't know how it's 75 is.
75. Is that south down south?
I think it's in San Francisco.
Oh, okay, San Francisco. Okay, 75 there, yeah. So a plane was crashing and tried to land on the freeway or something, or emergency landing?
I don't think it's known. It just wrecked right into another fucking car.
Imagine that. You're on the freeway, driving home from work.
You're fucking tired.
Your fucking wife's bitching at you in the car.
Fucking, just take me now.
You got a tiny dog in your lap. You look up and you just say, "Oh, thank you, Jesus," and you let him take the wheel. We're not very religious over here on this podcast, so sorry if we say something that offends you. I think that's the whole structure of the podcast, so I think so. If you're not wanting to be offended, you're probably in the wrong place.
Yeah, that's the wrong podcast for you. Buckle up.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
If we haven't gotten to you yet, it's coming.
Oh, dude. Have you fucking seen this, speaking of religion, this woke Gen Z Bible?
No.
Oh my god. We gotta pull up some excerpts from this one because it is amazing.
I'm excited.
It's the craziest shit. 1 second here. I want to pull up a video and just put it in a mic where they're there. Let's see that. I'm just gonna pull up a TikTok. Fuck it. Woke Gen Z Bible. It is the greatest shit in the world. Alright, here we go.
Recently, I did hear about a new translation out called the Gen Z Bible, where someone had taken the scriptures and translated it into Gen Z language. And I'm going to read part of this. I do want to let you know I would never dishonor God's word. I have triple checked this to make sure this is exactly what Luke 1 communicates when the angel talks to Mary. Check this out. Mary was a pygmy girl for God and was simping for him in prayer. When the angel Gabriel appeared to her and said, "Ayo, you're a real one and the top G is feeling you." But she thought his compliment was sus and gave him the side eye. So he said, "Baby girl, chill. God sent me to tell you you've passed his vibe check. And he wants you to have the main character. You name him Jesus and they will all say, he's him."
He's him.
"How can this be since I promised him my body count will always be 0. He said, this ain't about counting season, for the Holy Spirit will live rent free in you, and your boy Jesus will be a divine bro. Your cousin Elizabeth is with child, she who is already older than a boomer, and whose husband is way past beekeeping age. So Mary sat in bed, gave her left her alone, and she let the Holy Spirit cook.
That's fucking amazing, right? I mean, and then it's the whole Bible. It's not even just that verse or whatever.
GPT had its way on that.
I'm for sure it did. And you probably didn't need to train it on the Bible. It knows.
Yeah.
Just say, send me out a whole Gen Z crazy Bible. But, you know, for those religious people, if it's getting their message through, I guess that's what they want to do. Yeah, we don't care about anything over here but dick jokes and sodomy. So. Seen any good comedy lately, by the way?
Ooh, good comedy. Stand up or?
Yeah, sure. Or
what have I watched?
I just went out to the Punchline.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there in years, man. Super fun. There's the comedy lineup. There's like 6 comics that got up, and it's just from like 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so it's not that bad.
Where's that at?
In San Francisco.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and a lot of like Patton Oswalt gets up sometimes because he lives in SF.
Yeah.
A couple other people there. Margaret Cho. But there were some funny ass people, man.
You know what I did watch?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I hadn't watched it. I think that's like the crime here. Tom Segura's latest comedy, which I had not watched.
It's on Prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's great.
I love Tom Segura.
Yeah.
He's a better comedian than Bert Kreischer.
Oh, for sure.
He can formulate a joke better. It's basically just observational comedy.
Yeah.
He's fucking Seinfeld but better.
Yeah. I was watching, Bussin' with the Boys.
Yeah.
They were doing a blackjack table out in Vegas for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
With Brett Kreischer and
Tom
Segura.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So there are 2 bears, 1 cave in with Bussin' with the Boys?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Love that shit. Speaking of Bussin' with the Boys.
Oh, and Jason Kelsey was also on it.
Nice.
Yeah. So they had fucking.
Oh shit! I gotta watch that.
That's
one.
a party, yeah.
I gotta watch that one for sure. Those guys are crazy. Did you see their beer Olympics thing?
Yeah.
Apparently Shane Gillis and somebody else won it. No? Oh no, they didn't. Kittle and someone else won it.
Yeah.
But they had UFC fighters and shit.
We need to fucking do this.
I would love to do it.
With just like random dudes in the neighborhood.
Dudes that can drink beer. But Shane Gillis was talking about it, who I love, by the way, too. Shane is fucking amazing. He was saying, like, you forget about, you get around these dudes, and they're professional football players and fucking MMA fighters. He's like, at one point, I'm just getting ragdolled in the pool. Like, I legit can't breathe. He's by a 280-pound former linebacker. And they show the video. And then, I forget the MMA fighter, but he comes into his rescue, jumps on the other guy's back, fucking rear naked choke in the water. The fuckers are in the water. The dude is like probably a foot taller than him, but he doesn't give a fuck. It must have been a crazy ass party.
We gotta do that. We're just gonna go round up all the dads in the neighborhood.
Hell yeah.
Do the same
Hell
thing.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Average Joe's drinking.
Ooh, above average Joe's drinking.
Above average Joe's.
That's my former rap name. If you look that up, you can find some cool things that I used to do. It's mainly gay porn. I used to rap and sing. I have a microphone on my arm. It's cool. Yeah, we'll throw a picture up of that to cover up because I got a microphone at a tattoo party when I was fucking 19. No, I was 18. My dad was there. What an asshole! If I could let me do that. It was really bad, but he paid for the cover up. So.
Are those the only tattoos you have?
This one, and then I got this one, which is like a mask.
Yep.
I got that drunk with a yard rum and coke in my hand in Vegas.
Fuck yeah.
I said that one.
You get any more?
I think I am. I think I'm gonna probably do some over here. Andrew just got one.
Oh shit, what did you get?
He got an Adventure Time sword on his left arm. And it's kind of cool. He was very scared to tell me about it because he's like asking me, should I get a tattoo, Dad? Should I get a tattoo? I'm like, dude, shit is permanent. And I would just probably wait until you're really passionate about something before you fucking put it on your body forever. And he's like, oh, okay. And like a week later, he's like, I gotta show you something, Dad. I'm like, fuck it. But then he tells me it's really cool because we used to watch the show together, so it kind of reminds me of you.
That's
and
cool.
like our cool times together. So I might incorporate a sword,
That'd be cool.
a different Adventure Time sword in the new one I get.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So the day I turned 18, I had 0 tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
The day I turned 19, I had 3. And I've never had another one since. So all of them were done when I was 18.
Wow. You have Mickey Mouse on you somewhere?
Right above my lower back.
It's Mickey and Minnie kissing, and it makes it hard. Oh, that's lovely.
So,
What the fuck are your tattoos?
my ribs.
Oh, okay.
So, I was just terrified to tell my dad. My dad always told me, like, hey.
We don't do that shit.
Well, no, he has tattoos, but he's like,
Oh, okay.
you're not going to like it. Just wait. So I didn't tell him.
Uh-huh.
And,
That's why you have them on your ribs, too, right?
Yeah.
I can put something over this motherfucker all the time.
right. And I went big. My first one was huge. That's my entire ribs. And I didn't tell him. And I don't know who the fuck told him. Someone told him.
Your sisters.
So I'm out fucking golfing with him and my grandpa.
Okay. Like Father's Day type of thing?
Yeah, I think that's exactly
Yeah.
what it was for. And so we're out there golfing and just walking back to the cart, and he like smacks me on the ribs. And this is 2 or 3 days later.
Oh,
he fucking knows. But he wants me to tell him.
So he's torturing you on a golf course.
He like whack right on the side of my ribs. I'm like, oh, like, Jesus.
How's it golfing with that, by the way? Probably not the greatest idea.
Yeah, it's real rough. Well, I was fucking stupid. So I go and I get my tattoo, and obviously you're not supposed to get in the water, but we had already bought like water park tickets. Yeah, so we had water park tickets.
Yeah.
For that day already, and
So you have to. Do you have one of like the sun things you're gonna put on or something? Or
yeah, so my dumbass is like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. Like this fucking day of the tattoo.
Jesus.
Yeah, whatever. You just throw a whole bunch of.
Hey, he said he did this when he was 18. So
Yeah, I was
give him a
young and
pass.
stupid. So just covered the whole fucking thing in the Vaseline or A&D or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, oil, water. Water doesn't mix with oil.
Yeah, we're
Just
fine.
put enough
Fine.
fucking Vaseline on there, we're fucking good to go. Today, you look at it, you can tell that I probably did something like that. It's just a little spotty and all that, so I need to get cleaned up.
They fade over time as well.
So going back, golfing with my dad,
He smacks me in your ribs.
and finally he's like, so you gonna fucking tell me what's up with your ribs? And why you're not swinging very well? I'm like, he's talking shit. He's talking shit. It's my dad. And I'm like, all right, yeah, Dad, I got a tattoo. And he's like, I fucking know. And I'm like, how the
How?
fuck do you know? And he's like, I fucking know.
Dads have their ways.
So my grandpa's in a different cart, and I definitely don't want my grandpa to know. And he's like, all right, let me see. Pull it up, let me see. So I do it. And
It's, by the way, it's a huge dildo that he's on. It's on his fucking ribs. So we'll put the picture up now.
what it is
Yeah.
a half naked girl across my entire ribs.
Oh.
We'll get a picture for it on.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
classy. She's
Yeah.
classy though.
Yeah. How do your lovers like this? Do they enjoy that picture?
I just tell them it looks like them. It's interesting.
Oh, let's no, let's keep that for sure.
We're keeping that.
We're keeping that. Okay, good.
So he's like, now
I
you're
just tell him it looks like them. Fucking
I'm an asshole. No?
player ass things. Hey, sorry. Yes.
So so my grandpa's in the other car. I definitely don't want him to see it. And my dad's like, yeah, don't fucking let him see it. He's not gonna be
Like
fucking
ever,
happy.
right?
So I get up to the tee box on the next hole. And I get up there. And he's like, Joey, show your grandpa your huge tattoo on the side of your ribs.
I'm fucking him too.
No. My dad knows that. Just to be a dick.
Oh, you motherfucker.
So here I'm fucking embarrassed. I'm about to show my grandpa, like, 'cause now I have to do it. All right, yeah, grandpa, I got one. All right, so here I am, terrified to tell my dad. 'Cause, my dad told me that when he told his dad that he got a tattoo, he fucking wouldn't talk to him.
Oh shit.
I'm like, fuck. Here we go. So I show him, and he's like, damn, good work.
There's some nice cities.
It was like, I like that. That's awesome. And I was like,
Sweet.
oh shit. All right, cool.
Nice. And your dad probably thought he was like fucking you the ultimate way.
Well, he was pissed. Yeah, he was fucking pissed. He's like, what the fuck didn't you?
Yeah, you didn't talk to me for 2 months. I thought about killing myself, Dad. Fuck. Well, times have changed.
Exactly.
That's a good story. I like that. So you have the girl in your ribs. What else?
Well, at one time I thought she was just got a cross here, and then just quote on my back.
What's the quote? Was it from the Gen Z Bible?
Yeah.
Jesus is lit, yo.
Dope as fuck.
Would you say the cross is equally the size of the naked woman?
Yeah, it's thicker. We'll get some pictures up on this.
Take that over to the fucking line. Maybe we won't show a picture of that so your imagination can make it much better.
Same amount of real estate.
So, interesting topic that you brought up here. You said you used to think you were religious.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about that.
Ooh. All right. Growing up, went to church, did all that stuff.
Like every week type?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My grandma's
Religiously? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grandma would take us to church. She was super involved in the church.
Okay.
We're
talking Christian?
Yeah. Super involved. Like she ran. She actually did some really cool stuff. So she started a wing of the church for disabled kids.
Oh, nice.
Which was super unique because there were kids that, parents couldn't go. And with all this being said, like, whatever you believe in, I'm totally for. I completely support whatever you believe in. So
as long as you're not hurting people, I guess.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Do whatever you believe in. Awesome. Just don't let your beliefs or your views affect another person. That's my view. What do I believe? For a long time, I believed something, and I still believe in something.
Okay.
I don't know what it is though.
Okay.
So I think.
Do you pray?
In my head, I say things, but that's mostly just like maybe it's like an OCD thing or hope or something like that. So I went to Las Positas College, and they had a religion class.
Okay.
And the girl I was dating at the time, very religious, so we were like, oh, cool. So I go into this class, guy comes in, and he's got like the collar. I think he was a Catholic priest or something like that, but I think he was like a mix between like Catholic and Christian.
Okay.
All right, cool. Learn from the best, I guess.
Sure.
Guy comes in, he picks up the Bible, and he's like, "This is fake. This is not real." And I was like, "This is gonna be the coolest fucking class in the world."
I'm on the edge of my seat already. What do you say next?
Truly ended up being one of my favorite classes I've ever taken. So
that's
cool. Bible history class.
Okay,
so it was the history of how the Bible became what it is. And it was fascinating, some of the stuff, and that's what honestly
changed your mind.
Shook up some things in my head.
Yeah.
So there's this thing called the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yes.
Which is the oldest version of the Bible, and you can see the interpretations or the.
I believe they're written in Sanskrit, right?
Something like
that.
Yeah. But
hard to interpret as well.
Right. So when you interpret the two, you can see clearly that there are some.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have something that's powerful like that can drive masses to commit genocides, really,
right.
Then if you get a way to take control of it, you do.
Have you ever seen the Book of Eli? the movie Book of Eli.
Yes.
It has Denzel Washington.
Yes.
I think it's a very good movie and also kind of reinforces the same thing. That the Bible can read it however you want it to. You can take the Bible and you can go commit atrocities.
Yep.
You can take the Bible and become the greatest human being.
Yeah.
The deliverer of the message
Yes.
is very important. And I think that that's where we get into this big thing. I'm very, very anti-church.
Yeah.
I'm very anti-church.
Yes.
I think I'm more anti-church than I am anti-religion.
Yeah, I would say that about most things. Like I would consider myself agnostic, which in the best term is saying I don't know.
Yeah.
That I'm not willing to say I fucking know. Right? I also believe that like what we do know about life and how it was created is, to me, miraculous enough. Like I don't need to invoke something else and not to say that there isn't something else, but I just don't need to be like, holy shit, this is crazy that we're here.
Right.
I've never really prayed. Maybe in like, 'cause my parents are semi-religious. They never took us to church or anything, but maybe in like really in times of death, maybe is the only time I ever envy people that are religious, because they get so much comfort from thinking, I'm like, well, you're just dead in the fucking dirt, and they're like, no, we're gonna meet them again, and so I get that part of it, and it's the only time where I ever kind of want to be like, oh, maybe I should. But if anything, I'm a humanist, and if you look that up, you're probably one too, right? There's no religious doctrine. It's just like, hey, be good to people. We know what's good, we know what's bad, based on societal structure. Like, don't push your beliefs on others, which is the real main problem that I have with religion.
Yeah.
We both said we don't care what you fucking think or how you fucking act.
Absolutely.
But as soon as you're trying to legislate shit based on this, and then also push your ideals onto people, because it's a part of the religion to do so, right?
Yeah.
Spread the message of God.
It's great marketing.
Great marketing. Amazing marketing.
Yeah. But you get into it, and there was this in the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
They made the book at that point. They took some books out, added some books in, said this is how it's going to be. And when you get into that, the problem I have is the way that the Bible's written and what it says and what is taught in every church.
Yep.
This is the Word of God.
Yeah.
But it's been manipulated and it's been translated several different times. Governments have taken things out and made it sound the way that they want it to sound.
Yeah.
And what would be the goal of that? Well, it teaches obedience and
control.
Right.
Yep.
Now, going back, I think Jesus was a real person.
Could have been, yeah.
I think it was a real person.
Imagine being a dude just at that time, right? I want to see that new movie that's coming out too. That has the guy that's like parallel to Jesus, but it's just a scam artist.
Yeah.
Imagine being back then, and you have like as good of sleight of hand as a magician does now.
Yeah.
Could you get some people to believe some shit?
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And who knows? But yeah, I think there's a good amount of evidence that he was probably a real person.
I do want to see. There's a comedian on Bill Maher.
Okay.
The other day, and it could have been a lot longer ago, a couple days. He was reading a book called Proving Christ or something like that, and he was like, it changed my entire perspective. And I do want to read that just to, I like perspectives.
Sure.
I'm open for discussion with any.
Yeah.
I have an open mind.
I'm not married to anything, literally anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm really not. Like, I have ideas, I have strong opinions about things, but I'm not married to them. If there's something that comes along that disproves what I think, then I'm okay, cool, I'm on board.
100%.
If it makes logical sense to me, yeah, we can get around it. That's how.
And I'll have a conversation with anyone about anything.
Yeah.
If you have a different perspective, bring it on. Like, bring
Absolutely.
it forward. Like, we'll have a.
Put it in the comments. We'll bring you on the pod.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the end, I don't know. I don't know what I believe. I don't know.
That's the best thing to think, I think. Because as soon as you do think you know, it's like, what is the gall of someone who just thinks, I understand how all this works?
Right.
Like, come on. The grandioseness of that perch that you're sitting on.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's truly what religion was even made to do, right? Most of the time, there's great people that are in religious communities that really help out the community, that really help out each other.
But there's also a dark side too.
Yeah, so much darker.
Yep.
Shit, the first Bible was just a list of how to worship God and how to sacrifice animals to Him.
Yeah, until you got into that new
the New Testament.
New Testament.
It was a lot of
dark shit.
There's a lot of smiting going on. So
burning bushes and everything.
yeah, there's a comedian that I heard. And he said, "Did you guys hear that story in the Bible about how Jesus curses a pear tree or a fig tree?" And they're like, "What?" And he reads from the Bible. Basically, Jesus walked upon this tree. He was very hungry. The tree did not have any figs because it was not the time of figs. So he cursed the fucking tree so that nobody could ever get figs from it. And then the next day it was all wilted and dead. What the fuck is that about? What kind of message does that portray?
I think it's a collection of really good stories to teach you
Sure.
how to be a good person and all of that.
So is Fraggle Rock, though.
Something I don't think I really knew, but the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, were written 70 years after the
Jesus'
death.
death. Yeah.
Right.
So imagine that. Imagine
It's
that.
a game of telephone.
Yeah, writing something from 70 years ago. Then, but we don't have good accounts of shit that we have video of shit from 70 years ago.
Right.
And then having it be translated, manipulated.
And fuck, what people were living like 30 years max back then anyway.
Max.
So
Yeah.
you're talking almost 3 generations. Of
Well,
people.
actually, there were old people. Okay, so this is a common misconception because the average age, because the infant mortality rate was so fucking high.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there were old people, like 50s, 60s, nothing like 80s, 90s, 100s right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the average age was 30 because, you had 6 kids and 3 of them fucking died to the heat or some shit.
Yeah.
They got sepsis or fucking diarrhea, they would die.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting. I did not know that was your train to get to where you are, but that's good. You took just like we're saying, you took that new knowledge in, like, oh fuck, this is all making sense. Let's research this a little bit. Like, oh yeah. Probably shouldn't have this cross on my titties.
And it's ever changing. It's truly ever changing. Like,
For sure.
I get new information every day, and I'm like, okay, I can believe that.
That's why it's not
Like, we
covered
talk
up.
about aliens and all this shit, and I'm open for whatever that may be. What if they're one and the same?
Could be.
I'm
We
in
don't
for it.
fucking know.
I'm in for it.
I think a lot of shit has happened during the time that we're growing up in. Maybe everybody feels that way. But I'm 41 and I've seen like the birth of the internet, personal computer.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of shit happen. People that are 80, I've seen like TVs and toasters come out. And then to get to where we are now. Like there's some shit we're gonna learn soon.
Right.
About a lot of this stuff, hopefully.
Right.
We could just be a little marble in a tiny soup bowl.
But in reality, we're just in a simulation.
That's all true too. But it is a simulation of the exact world as it is, so there's still stuff to explore and find out here.
Where's the Sims?
We are. A very expensive Sims. And it's all happening in a blink of an eye.
I hope my player figures out the cheat codes here pretty soon.
Hey, there's nobody playing us. We are fucking NPCs. There's somebody playing Taylor Swift. There's somebody playing Travis Kelce. That's who's playing the
No one
fucking
picked
game.
my fucking character.
Kanye is just locked in too long in the game. He slowly went insane.
It's like have you ever played what is that? Where you build the cities?
Is it SimCity? Yeah.
SimCity, where you can put like the tornadoes and shit.
Uh-huh.
Person playing Kanye did that.
Yeah, man. They fucking wrecked his brain.
They got fucking bored. Like, let's fuck this guy
Fuck.
up.
Your kids play football?
Just like recreationally, not
Flag? Or would you let them play tackle?
I wouldn't let him play tackle.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Not that my kids had any interest, but I wouldn't let them. I don't know. There's plenty of other fucking sports out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of them wreck your body too, but not your brain at least. How do you feel your brain is? Is some soup in there?
Yeah,
Good hits?
I've had confirmed 3 concussions.
Playing football or just in life?
2 in football, 1 outside football. I was running up a slide, and you remember the ones that look like a castle?
Yeah.
And that's like the thing going up. Well, it has like an overhang. And
Yeah.
I was running, looked back, went forward, knocked out, sliding down the slide, just knocked the fuck out.
How old?
10, 11, something like
Ah,
that.
this explains so much about you.
Yeah. It's mush.
So during football, was it sacks that you got, or were you running?
Running, usually. Yeah.
You just slide? On a slide?
That was bitch shit back then.
This was high school in the 90s, motherfucker.
Whoa.
Sorry, I graduated in 2000. Joey's younger. What year did you graduate, Joseph?
2008.
2008. So.
It's a whole different decade.
In the thousands. What do you call it? The O's?
Aughts.
The aughts. Oh, I like the aughts. 1906. Like that shit. All right. We were going to talk about Super Bowl halftime as well. We have who is doing Super Bowl halftime?
Usher.
It should be fucking Taylor Swift, by the way.
Yeah.
Over under on Usher bringing Taylor out. Have they ever done anything together?
I don't think they've ever done anything, and I don't think she would want to.
Take away from.
I think it would take away.
Yeah. She's good about that too. When at the end of the last game, she walked out. She was hugging him, giving a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
When Jason walked up, his brother, she stepped back for them to have their moment, which I thought was super fucking cool that she understood that. Like, I'm taking away from what they're doing, so I'm gonna step back out. There's all the pictures are gonna be them, and that's when he was like, "We could one more," and started fucking crying together and shit.
Yeah. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that friendship and that whole dynamic between those two, but also she recognizes it because I'm sure that she's gonna be in the same position at some point in her life. So
Yeah. By the way, my daughter just had a Taylor Swift birthday party.
I was actually gonna point that out.
Yeah, and we rented the movie.
Okay.
And it's just on in the background.
Yeah.
And the girls had gone to see it, my ex and my daughter. It was a $26 movie ticket, by the way. What the ultimate fucking businesswoman that is. Like, okay, first of all, pay $2,600 to come see me.
Yeah.
Then we're going to record this, and then you're going to pay to come see yourself, see me seeing you. What the fuck?
So,
$26 a ticket?
I went out to dinner, and it's over by the movie theater.
Yeah.
And it was when that movie first came out. It was opening night.
You saw Swifties walking up and down the streets.
I was like, why is everyone
is
dressed up? What the fuck is happening? It's girls dressed to the...
Like they were going to the fucking real concert.
Absolutely.
And apparently, inside there, it was like that.
It's like a club, yeah.
Girls, yeah. It got nuts.
Yeah.
So, but a little bit of it was on in the background, just because, we were having the party and stuff. And the girls, obviously, it's like fucking 10-year-old girls over here that know every single second.
Yeah.
They're making friendship bracelets and shit.
That's awesome.
And it was a pretty dope fucking show, man. I was like, holy shit, it's 3 hours long. Hella different setups and costume changes. The stage is dope. It has LCD all the way across.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's definitely... No, I'm not going to say it's worth the ticket, because that's fucking insane. At one point, I was
the ticket for the movie?
Yeah, for sure. Rented that shit for $30 on Amazon Prime right now.
It's going to Disney Plus.
Is it?
It is.
Okay. So don't rent it. Fucking don't stop giving Taylor Swift money. She has enough. Did you hear this stat? So Travis Kelce has made $48 million in his complete NFL career. Taylor Swift's dog last year made $90 million.
Yeah. Crazy.
Her fucking dog. And she has 3 of them, so I don't know which one that is, but
the good looking one.
Yeah. The one with the 6 million followers on Instagram, apparently. Fucking $90 million for a dog. I think it had like a Purina deal or some shit like that.
Yeah. Fuck a job.
Yeah. How about Kyle Juszczyk's wife doing those parkas, those jackets?
Yeah.
And she got an NFL
I saw that.
deal, yeah.
It's good for her.
And it all because of Taylor, pretty much. I mean, she wore the fucking jacket once, and everybody wants one now.
I think if it didn't go to her, she might have gotten a fight.
Yeah, for sure. She was.
But you just got on the biggest marketing.
Yep. You 365 million followers. Yeah.
You fucking take that.
Yeah.
All day.
Oh yeah. We'll take 10% of that. Sure.
Start producing these in bulk so we can get this out to everyone. For
Yeah.
$600.
Fuck all your hand done shit. Let's get a machine that does this. That's what the Tesla robots are gonna do. That shit is coming out and down the line. There are multiple companies that are going to robotic shit.
Yeah.
Using AI shit. So watch out. If you don't like, for some reason, this is probably the safest bet to make content because no one else can be us ever.
Right.
We're so unique in that. So
That's what we think right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be able to
it can very easily replicate us.
simulate our simulation.
We are. We're going to be able to simulate it soon, and we'll be in there anyway.
Right.
So.
Right.
Cheers to that, everybody.
Inception.
Worlds within worlds.
How deep can you go into the simulation before you don't realize you're a simulation?
Watch Community at all?
No.
Ever? You.
There's
Homework.
all right. And then there's some shows that I have not seen. I've not ever seen The Office. I've never seen
Ever once.
Parks and Rec. I've never seen one episode.
Why? You at this point it has to be conscious. There's no way.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
You must be or subconsciously like fuck this show.
I think it's like a thing of it's the hipster in me of just if it's super popular, super cool, I'll
the contrarian.
All right, so Game of Thrones is a perfect example.
Yes.
Not one single episode until the whole thing ended. And when everyone was talking shit, like,
Now you're like,
this,
cool.
I'm like, and now I'm going to try it.
We just learned a very important lesson about how to manipulate Joey. Okay? So mark this down. I think it's 35 minutes into this. Taylor, are you watching?
Yeah, so I binged Game of Thrones in about a month and a half.
Okay.
After it came out and everyone was talking shit about the ending, which contrarian.
You love the ending.
I love the ending. It was exactly what it should have been. It's not that I wanted it to go that way. It's just it was the right way to do it.
I think the huge quick flip of Daenerys was just weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that the writers they even said that they wanted out. They didn't want to. They wanted it to be definitive ending. It was a cool episode. Like there's a lot of really cool special effects and really cool shit that happened. Storylines that came to an end. Some people didn't like how they came to an end, but it wrapped it up.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I wanted it to go on longer. And House of the Dragon.
When does that come out?
It's
It already out?
first season's out.
Oh shit!
No way.
I have not.
All right, so House of the Dragon,
This is Showtime, right?
HBO.
HBO? Okay, HBO. Sorry.
House of the Dragon.
Or Max. Sorry, I don't even know. Fucking stupid
It's
ass
HBO.
companies. How do you get rid of HBO's name? Fuck did that.
House of the Dragon. So it's
Before.
hundreds of years.
Oh, hundreds of years before.
Hundreds of years before. It's like when the Targaryens are at the top of their game. They run.
Dragons are everywhere.
Dragons are everywhere. And holy shit, is it good? Holy shit.
Okay, is there writers?
I think the author of the book got full control over it, so it's how he wants it done.
Okay.
And it is fucking good.
All right.
And season 2, I think, is coming out this spring.
So he's not being contrarian about this. I think it was well received in general, right?
Yeah. No, after I watched Game of Thrones, I was all about it. And when this one got announced, I was very much for it.
There was a comedian that said he reads things or he does ebooks. Sorry, audiobooks.
Yeah.
And he's like, I went to read the Game of Thrones books, and it was like 8 hours into it that I realized it was on shuffle. He's like, it was wild, man. I was like, you're reading this guy? He's dead. He's all, that's not a joke. This is just some dumbass shit I've done in my life.
Super high. And
Have you seen Kill Tony at all?
Mm.
So Kill Tony he's a really famous Austin, Texas comedian, and he runs like a show each night where people get up for 60 seconds like literally pulling names out of a hat, and they find new comics.
Yeah, sure.
And it's in Joe Rogan's comedy club, so he's there sometimes, and they have a bunch of people on stage and they're doing it. And there's this guy that comes up, his name is Casey or something, and he comes out on stage and he's acting very crazy, like walking around. And he's like, if you don't want me to take so many pills, don't make them so small. He's like, if Xanax was the size of a cheeseburger, I'd be like, no thanks, I can't possibly have that. But they're so tiny. I could take all at once. Funny shit though. He had like this 12-year-old comedian, looks 12, he's 21 or something.
Yeah.
Comes on and just has the raunchiest shit and looks like the fucking preacher boy. That super fun. Kill Tony's gay as fuck. Like not him himself, he's gay.
Yeah.
But his show is amazing. Not that it wouldn't be because it's gay. Yeah. It's YouTube, and then they have they cut it up and shit too. Super cool shit. All right. Well, we'd like to thank you again for joining us on our illustrious podcast. We get a little wordy towards the end. You can guess why in the comments. But yeah, we always have fun doing these. We want to continue to. You get a new episode every single week. Please follow us on everything. We're on anything. But again, we hope to bring you much more enjoyable and funny content. Please hit the like, subscribe button. Make sure you follow us. You can listen and watch us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you like to consume your content. For the Cup of Joe's podcast, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your day.
Cup of Joe's.